Hello everyone, welcome to the KonnectzIT platform. So in this particular video, we'll be working on a Connect which will involve three applications. The first one is Trafft, the second one is going to be Slack, and the third one here we have is Google Sheets, where we'll be displaying the results. So what exactly we are going to do in this Connect is we are going to book an appointment onto our Trafft here. Then we are going to notify the employee onto the Slack channel, and also we are going to maintain a record using the Google Sheets over here. So we are going to integrate these three applications using KonnectzIT. How exactly we are going to do that? We will see a step-by-step tutorial for that. So to start with, I have to start with authorization of applications first. So since Trafft is basically a webbook application, I needn't have to authorize it. I will directly start with the authorization of Google Sheets here. I'll click here on add an account. So Google Sheets basically needs an worth-based configuration. Once I give the few permissions for KonnectzIT to access the data, the authorization of Google Sheet will be finished. So first I have to choose the appropriate account. Then I'm just going to click here on continue. So yes, as you can see, the authorization of Google Sheet is done. Next, we are going to authorize other application, which is called Slack. So similarly, like Google Sheets, Slack also needs an auth-based configuration method. So I'm just going to click here on add an account. Here as well, I just have to click on allow. And the authorization of Slack is also finished. Now it's a perfect time to click here on Create Connect, which will take us to the Visual Flow Builder, where we'll be working on a Connect here. So this is how the Visual Flow Builder looks like. So the first thing that we will do is name our Connect here, which is between Trafft, Slack, and Google Sheets. Now I'm going to drag and drop the trigger, which is Trafft. So since it's a webhook application, I have to choose the required trigger first. So in our case, it's going to be appointment booked. I have to copy the URL and I have to follow the instructions which are given with it to place this URL at the desired spot. So for that, I'll have to go to the Trafft dashboard. Then from here, I'm going to redirect to the settings, then to the features and integration. And at the bottom of the page, we are going to get an option which is called webhook. So we have to activate these webhook first and then we are going to configure them. So I'm just going to create a new webhook with the trigger as appointment booked. So this is where I'm just going to place the webhook URL and I'm going to save the changes over here. So yes, as you can see, the webhook has been successfully saved here. Now we are just going to capture the webhook response. So for Trafft to capture the webhook response here, I need to create a new appointment. So we will just go to the appointment page and click here on new appointment. So we have to first of all choose the service and the employee, the date of appointment, the respective time. And here we have to choose the customer. So I have one here created already, so I'm using the same one. And now I'm just going to click on create appointment. So yes, as you can see, it has been created with the customer's name, the time, and the duration which have been mentioned over here with the employee. So now we'll just go back and check. So yes, as you can see, the Trafft has successfully captured the response with the date, time of the appointment, with the person who a customer that we have and the employee which it has been assigned to. So this is we have all about the Trafft. Now we are going to notify this particular employee that the appointment has been appointed to onto the Slack channel. So for that, I will drag and drop the text formatter first of all, so that we can merge the text and send the employee a message on the Slack channel. So I'm just going to merge the text. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mention the employee name. Then we also have the customer name, then the services that they have to provide, and the email ID. and also finally the date of appointment that we have over here. So now I'm just going to mention new appointment has been created. The appointment date and time, and finally thank you. So I'm after mentioning all the attributes, I'm just going to click on validate here. So yes, as you can see, the data has been successfully sent to the text formatter. Now I'm just going to drag and drop Slack, wherein we'll be notifying the team member here. So I'm just going to send a channel message. So the message is going to be this one, which we are just going to get from the text formatter, and the channel name, we will just go to the Slack. And this is what we have to mention. So I'll just copy the channel name and paste it right over here. So yes, the Slack has also been validated successfully. Now the last thing that we have to do is we are going to drag and drop the action, which is Google Sheets, where we'll be displaying every information that we have over here. So I'm just going to minimize this. Herein, I'm just going to create a new spreadsheet row. So now it's the easiest thing that we have to do is just map the required fields. So firstly, we have got the first name, then we have the last name, the email ID, phone number, service duration, and a little bit at the top, we are also going to get the appointment date and time. So this is what we have over here. So now since we are done mapping all the fields, now I'm just going to click on test and review. So yes, as you can see, the data has also been sent to Google Sheets successfully. Now is a perfect time to click here on Publish Connect. So yes, as you can see, this is our Connect, which has been successfully published. So now to check the output, we will just go to the Slack channel. And yes, as you can see, with the employee's person name, the email ID, and every other information that we have got over here. Similarly, we'll just go to the Google Sheet, and yes, we have all the information over here as well. Now we are just going to test this Connect once more by filling another appointment form here. So we'll just go to Trafft again and click here on New Appointment. So this time I'm going to choose another service, which is called Mergers and Acquisitions. The employee name, the date of appointment, the time of appointment, and I'm just going to add a new customer over here. So I've added the customer name. I'm just going to click here on create an appointment. So the appointment has been successfully created. So according to the Connect, we are also going to get the message on Slack and as well as all the records onto the Google Sheet. So we will check. So yes, as you can see, the person's name, the email ID, the service that they have to provide, and the date of appointment has been sent onto the Slack. And similarly, if we check over here, we have got every information that we had mentioned onto the Trafft, onto Google Sheet over here. So that's how we connect the Trafft, Slack, and Google Sheet. I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you so much.